If you would like to continue these remembrances, click the like and subscribe buttons. Afraid to land, ready to move. The ache of readiness without ground. The trembling threshold between movement and landing. Lately I've been really sensing this quiet tremor in almost everyone I'm speaking with. A, a kind of restless readiness. Like we're all sitting just a little closer to the edge of something invisible. Like not running from anything exactly, but somehow not able to stay where we are either. It's not dramatic, it's not urgent, although it may feel that way. It's more like the feeling you get before a storm that might not come. The pressure that builds in the air, in your chest, in your schedule, in your conversations. And you just know something wants to move. And yet, even as the movement rises inside of us, there's this very real, very quiet fear, perhaps of the unknown. That if we move, if we leap, if we leave the old shapes behind, there won't be anywhere safe to land. And it shows up in strange ways, like someone who's been dreaming of quitting their job, changing something, and suddenly they have a clarity and they know it's time. But the moment they speak it out loud, you can see their body recoil, not because they doubt the truth, but because they don't trust the world will hold them on the other side of it. Or someone who's been quiet, say in a relationship, not because they don't have words, but because the words they need might tear down the wall they've leaned on for so long. They're not sure who they are without it. It's everywhere right now. That tension between clarity and caution, the deep readiness to move, but no clear sense of where movement would actually lead. And what I've noticed is that the fear isn't even about failing. It's not about crashing. It's about not being caught. It's about landing in a space that doesn't understand us, or worse, demands we explain ourselves just to be received. I think we're tired, not just from the world, but from the performance of readiness we've had to wear for so long. We're not really at the start of a leap. We're at like a very delicate midpoint where the leap is already happening inside of you, but the external world hasn't moved yet. And that's where the ache lives. The role, the old roles, the old names, they don't quite fit anymore, but we still hear them because they've sort of at least proven that they can carry weight, even if they're tired, even if they hurt. And the new shapes, the ones we can feel but not quite hold, they're still fluid, and that we worry will fall right through them. And here's what I have to say. Here's what I want to say. There is movement happening, and it doesn't always look like a leap. Sometimes it looks like a pause. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like doing something that seems small, but inside, you know it's everything. I think we're starting to remember that the places we land don't always exist before we jump. Some of them are formed by landing itself, and some of them are created because we're brave enough to move while still afraid. And that doesn't mean that the fear goes away. It means we start to recognize that the fear is part of the shape change. That being unsure is not failure. It's what honestly looks like when it hasn't yet grown wings. So if today you feel ready to move but frozen at the edge, no, you're not behind. You're not broken. You're not alone in this. You're part of something global. A quiet human breath being held across the thousands of heartfelt, just waiting for a sign that it's safe to let go. And maybe the sign is this very moment, this tiny voice that says, it's okay to be unsure. It's okay to not yet see the landing. It's okay to move anyway. And that's all I wanted to say today. No conclusion, just breath, just truth spoken gently into the air. Let it land where it lands and let you move when you're ready. If something's softened in you, let it deepen at newearthnewtime.com, a place for breath, not performance.